It's a tremendous educational opportunity at a critical time, and it's nice that Penn State's at the forefront on this. The coach is absolutely right that it's taking the track team to Cuba would be a big deal, or taking the baseball team to Mexico would be a big deal. But taking the baseball team to Cuba is a really big deal, and it's big for them, and it's big for us. You get a lot of attention focused on the effort to normalize relations with Cuba, and baseball is going to be a big part of that. And Coach Cooper and his team are going to be there to see that the early stages of that development.
I'm definitely expecting to get a lot out of it. Some of the things I'm looking forward to is just the educational aspect. Getting down there and learn about the traditions and everything about the Cuban culture. Also, obviously from a baseball standpoint, we're looking to grow as a team and just getting more bonding experience, and also get time to be able to get out there and get some more practice time. Just learn how we are as a team and what we need to improve on going forward getting into the season. Honestly, I don't know too much about the Cuban teams. I've never obviously played against them, and they don't have televised games of the Cuban teams down there. But obviously, seeing some players that came over here from Cuba, they definitely have a lot of talent. I know, just talking with Dr. Nichols and some other people, they definitely take a lot of pride in their baseball culture there, and that's like their main sport there. So it's definitely going to be interesting to get down there and experience how the style of game that they play and just everything along those lines from the baseball standpoint. Yeah, we looked up a bunch of stuff. I mean, trying to touch up on our Spanish, and a bunch of people advised us to do that just so we're able to communicate more effectively and everything like that. But just be able to, looking more stuff up. It still hasn't sunk in yet. I mean, talking with other people, we still don't realize we're leaving next Saturday. So it's coming up fast on us. So definitely looking more into it now and just trying to get as much information as we can beforehand. I mean, they put together a great itinerary. We're going around talking to different people. From the education down there, learning about their cultures and traditions, also learn about their baseball history from how it got started, and even talking to some of the national heroes and stuff like that. So to be able to experience all that is obviously a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and definitely want to thank Dr. Nichols and everyone else for putting together a great itinerary and something that I never believed would happen during my time, but it's definitely an experience that I'm looking forward to. I personally just want to learn more about the Cuban culture in general. I mean, going to school, you learn about some of the major events between the U.S. and Cuban relations, but you don't really truly understand how it is. And even talking to a bunch of people, like on our team, our parents are more informed about the events that happen during their lifetime. Whenever personally for me, the whole time I've been alive, nothing really major event like the Bay of Pigs or anything like that, but just learning everything about that. And then just going forward and trying to learn as much as we can about it.
I'm really just looking forward to, well, one, the bonding experience with our teammates. We have a lot of young guys this year, a lot of like 12 freshmen. So I'm looking forward to being able to spend time with them to allow our team to become a little bit closer before the season. And also really just excited to learn about the Cuban culture, with the way they live their lives each day, how much they value baseball. I think that is something that we can really take back and use in our lives here, during our season, throughout our season, realize how special the game is to some other people and how lucky we are that we get to play it. Yeah, we've had several meetings, learning about all the kind of different things that we need to know about before we head down. And then we do get 10 extra practices before we travel down there too. So both baseball-wise and just knowing what to do, we've prepared. Penn State has done a great job of preparing us for what we're headed down there for. Well, I'm assuming. I really don't know what to expect that much, but I'm assuming there'll be some pretty great competition. I'm sure there'll be some pretty incredible players down there. They've produced a lot of great players that are in the major leagues now from Cuba. But I'm assuming that it'll be good competition, and I'm excited to see what they have to offer down there. Yeah, I know we're going to be sitting through several lectures and going around sightseeing quite a bit. So I'm excited for all that because, on top of being able to play some games down there, I'm really excited to learn about, U.S.-Cuba relations and everything that they, I pretty much don't know anything about Cuba right now. So I'm excited to learn as much as I can. Well, I think as far as the baseball aspect goes, I really, like I mentioned before, I want to learn how important baseball is to them and kind of harness that and use it back in the United States, take it with me, and then like I said, I really hope to gain a cultural experience that will last, a lifetime. This is an incredible opportunity that Penn State has allowed us to go through with, and I'm excited to learn as much as I can about the Cuban culture, and be able to share with my family and my kids when I get back here one day. That I was able to go down to Cuba during a pretty unique time in U.S.-Cuba relations.
This Saturday we started our extra practices, and I think it's 10, right, Coach? It's 10 extra practices that we get as a team, and we've been treating them just like our normal practices throughout the fall. I think everyone's excited to go on the trip, and I was just saying earlier that it's going to be something that's a positive for them to look back on for their entire time as a Penn State baseball player. And I honestly think that it's going to springboard us into our season. So I think the entire team is looking forward to it.